harvesting onions today.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Hey guys, this is our first real like big harvest of onions, and these 2 beds that we planted back in March. What's up guys, we just came out here and planted onions, 800 of them, and we're going to do another bed. Tori's broad forking now, and then we're going to add some amendments. It is now June 23rd. And I got a little harvest from this that we took to the Honey Hog Restaurant for onion rings, and also to the market to sell directly at the market. And yeah, there's a lot. So they grew pretty well. I can't really say we did anything special. We amended our soil to our soil test specifications. So I explained that in another video. And then yeah, a lot of hand weeding these. I probably hand weeded these, I don't know, I probably have 4 or 5 hours in it, maybe 6 altogether from March. And the easiest way for us in our soil is to come out and do it in the rain, which is not terrible, but a lot of people probably wouldn't want to do it. So now that they're ready to harvest, you can see that this bed, this was Highlander, this is Candy, those are the varieties. This bed is mostly harvested. It was ready before these. Only some of these are ready, but I'll show you when we pull them. So you got these stalks that stick up, and then you can see that some of them look like they're hanging down. Well, the neck of the onion here, this one is still pretty sturdy. Like if you shake this, the whole onion shakes. And then this one over here, if you shake this, the neck shakes and it flops over. So when it does that, it's ready to pull. And this is our first time growing them, so I'm no expert at this, but this is what I read, and this is what we're doing, and it seems to be working. We just pull this guy up, and yeah, knock a little bit of the dirt off, and then we put them in totes and load up the totes. We probably did like 300 or 400 pounds today. Yeah, we put them in the basement to cure with a fan, and yeah, I'll show you that. We got the fan going. We got all the onions here. So this is where we started all the seeds. And now this is where we're curing onions. We could do the seeds outside now, but you can see here all these. These have been curing for a week down here. No mold issues. Roots are getting really dry, and this outer skin layer is really starting to become like something you see in the grocery store. So I think it takes about 2 weeks. We don't have ideal temperature conditions, but we'll probably crank up the wood stove today because we have so many. Try and get rid of the humidity and warm it up a bit. But yeah, this is a lot. There's even some here. This is a pegboard, so you can see like it can breathe underneath, and those are old camper doors from our camper that we lived in for a year. These are glass doors from the shower. Yeah, running out of room here. So we're gonna be getting into a pretty good groove here with onion rings at the Honey Hog Restaurant. That's gonna be really cool. That's where a lot of these are gonna go, and the rest will go to the market, and then also to our direct retail produce sales groups. Yeah, I don't know if we got lucky this year growing them or what, but we amended for our soil test, and then followed our intuition on watering and kept them weed free as much as we could. And yeah, we had some crazy weather too, 9 inches of rain in 3 days, but they seem to be just fine, at least I think. Some of them are monsters. Like there's some really big ones in here. Like this one. Focus. This is pretty big onion. Here's another one. Our growing, if this onion thing ring goes pretty good, we're gonna be growing them next year. Probably a lot more. My eyes are actually starting to water from all the onionness of it. Dang. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I really wanted to grow these this year, and I'm really pumped how they did. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna be sending some of these to my parents and my grandma, definitely, in the mail.
Hey,
What do you think of them onions, George?
it's a lot down there.
Yeah.
And my eyes actually burn a little bit.
Yeah,
just
me
from
too.
harvesting and putting them down there, but it smells really good.
Okay, starting seeds. This is for summer lettuce, summer salad mix, and summer lettuce heads. We got green insides, red sweet crisp, and Muir. Muir is a head lettuce. This is the Muir. We took these to the market yesterday. They sold out really quick. It's also called summer crisp lettuce because it's really resistant to the heat, so it doesn't bolt. And then the Salanova here is what we grow for our salad mix, along with a lettuce mix from Johnny's. We kind of mix in as we dial in our production and see what our demand is. So if we need extra, we got it. And we've gone through these to see which ones are the most bolt resistant in the heat as the season has progressed. And it's been green insides and red sweet crisp. So that's going to be our summer salad mix, probably along with the Muir sold as a cut head as well as a whole head lettuce. And if you're in a we're in North Carolina, if you're in a warmer climate, having head lettuce that's not bitter in the summer is a pretty good thing to have for sale there. And once people eat it, I know this past market we had people coming in like, hey, do you have your salad mix? Do you have your salad mix? I had it at somebody else's house. Well, some people actually came to the market just for the salad mix, which is really cool. So yeah, going through the trials, doing the work. There is a whole process too of getting these lettuce heads established when you transplant them. So to keep this salad mix stuff going, because we do it for restaurants too, we plant in successions. And so like this is ready to harvest this week. Well, I harvested it Thursday. It'll be ready next week, and then probably the week after we'll be cutting things as they're smaller and bigger and whatnot. And then back here is another succession, and then over on the other side of the tunnel was a succession that I just finished harvesting right before I started this one. And then I just planted another bed there. So as that one's done being harvested, this other one will be ready. And we have another planting to go out, and then we'll plant out the seeds that we're starting now, if that makes any sense. Yeah, that's succession planning to have things throughout the season. It all depends on your demand. There is no magic equation. Like, if you really want to find out, plant it every week. Plant smaller but more quantities and see what happens. I think it was that. Seeding's done. Alright, this is the single, what do they call it? Single wheel hoe from Haas Tools. And we use this in the walkways, and it works really well. Like, super easy to take the weeds out in the walkways. That's the 12-inch, what do they call that? Oscillating hoe. It's basically a stirrup hoe with a wheel and the handlebars. And it's at the lowest setting now. It's probably built for more people of my height, 6 feet. But you can see that cut. So when you flail mow, you leave the bottom of the stem and the roots. And we're taking this through just to knock everything so we can flip the bed a lot faster. I was complaining about stirrup hoeing the walkways of all these beds and then cultivating all 40 of them. So I asked Sugar Mama if I could get a single wheel hoe, and she said yeah.
first I said no, and then he kept begging me, so
Yeah.
I gave in.
But we're actually making money now selling stuff, so it's not that bad, and we're frugal. Well,
It's
Tori's
easier
more.
to justify it, the
Yeah.
cost of it.
But I did all of this in, I think, 30 minutes instead of half a day.
Yeah, and
So it
sometimes
paid
when
for
the
itself.
beds are already like soft, you don't have to push as hard like I was just doing. You can just kind of like walk along it. But when I'm trying to get those roots out, I really gotta kind of dig in. But sometimes in the walkways, as long as you keep them maintained, you can just push it along and go a
Yeah.
lot faster that way too.
It's a lot easier. And then we've been doing this for transport mode.
That was Casey's idea. It was really smart.
Oh my God, she said I did something smart. Yeah, so Tori's cruising out with the thing now. And oh yeah, we still gotta use it. Yeah, you can see that made a quick. Now we just rake it and then add some compost and it's ready to seed. The thing was like, was it 250 bucks? Tori?
What?
Was it 250 bucks?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like $250, which is pretty cheap for what it does, and it's gonna last a long time. So definitely a tool that if you're gonna be growing stuff to sell it, I would buy that. Especially if you're on a bigger scale. If it was a smaller scale, you don't need it, but that's 4,000 feet of walkway every Monday that I was doing with the stirrup hoe, which is this long, and you have to do like 50 motions. It's a no-brainer to me, but yeah. A part of keeping it weed free is constant cultivation, especially the first year. Then that helps. Alright, we're gonna go through this tunnel here, this cucumbers and tomatoes, and finish up lower and leaning these guys and pruning them. That was in the last video. Cat tunnel tomatoes part 4, something like that. Pruning, grow more, something like that. But we're doing the same method here. Just taking the tomatoes and lowering them down, moving them over, and you can see this cross right here, and we're crossing them on their trellising. So we're gonna finish that and then probably chill out for the rest of the day because it's been a long week. We got family coming next week. I'm going to help the Hollars do some work tomorrow, Ben and Meg, the Holler family. And yeah, so yeah, cucumber tunnel is looking pretty gangster. Some fungal issues on the leaves, but nothing crazy on the new foliage, which is good. And you can see this. These cucumbers here coming in. We just came through and harvested these guys, and they're still. It's insane how productive these are. You see, they're hitting the top of the tunnel now. So coming up the string, bring these over, and then I'll bring it down this string as this one is going to be down that string, so everything will be up, over, and down. And we've got a lot of cucumbers out of here so far. Really productive.
Good on you. You remembered to bring a camera.
I almost forgot.
You having fun?
Yeah. Are you?
I am having a blast.
He's having the most fun. You know how I know? Look at that sweat level.
Sweating,
Turn
yeah.
around. You're not too far behind.
Yeah, you're
I'm
sweating.
trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch you, buddy.
Jason, what you think, dog? Looking so.
Casey,
What's up?
you're videotaped too? Like, how many YouTubers are here?
I don't know. It's the NC YouTube fame, though. I know that.